Here? Hello. Stranger? No. Hello, sir. Yes.
Give consideration to zoning bylaw amendment application 0515.
Requested that the proponent revise their cultural heritage submission, and to the best of our knowledge, that remains
To
outstanding.
some degree, my wife and I have been part of the so-called silent majority.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and Council. Thank you for accommodating us.
CRC is requesting that council.
Mr. Mayor and Council, thank you for the opportunity to address you regarding the Quarry application and its impact on Rockwood residents. To some degree, my wife and I have been part of the so-called silent majority.
My comments are to highlight what appears to be a discrepancy between what JDCO told the residents at the public meeting March 25th, 2013, and what was outlined in the traffic impacts
I
study.
still have many concerns with the hidden quarry proposal. These include the proposed use of blasting below the existing water table in a karst rock environment, and potential negative impacts on hydrogeology, the environment, air quality, and traffic.
We're requesting, CRC is requesting that council adopt that resolution and engage with other municipalities seeking provincial intervention in this issue.
We also feel that operation of the quarry will have a detrimental impact on the quality of life for us and many other Rockwood residents.
My name is Douglas Hugh, and I'm one of the original residents of Rockwood Ridge. When I read the traffic impact study commissioned by JDCL, was that there were some assumptions made regarding the distribution of trips to and from the quarry. The study focused almost entirely on the eastbound trips along Highway 7. Only 5% of the trips were noted as northward via Highway 7 and 6th line, and none westward. That led me to believe that none of the traffic would be through Rockwood. Of course, that was not the case.
On cultural heritage issues, in response to the proponent's application report. As a result of that, a peer review was done by Uncle McPhail, and our understanding is that based on your peer review, you requested that the proponent revise their cultural heritage submission, and to the best of our knowledge, that remains
We
outstanding.
also feel that operation of the quarry will have a detrimental impact on the quality of life for us and many other Rockwood residents.
Fortunately for us, Mr. Sweetman also told us what the stone was going to be used for. He said high-strength concrete and high-volume roads. So I asked, where are the concrete plants and the high-volume roads planned? And will this involve westward routes?
Last time, on May 19th, 2 weeks ago, we spoke specifically about concerns about the site plans that the proponent has in their submissions. We've raised numerous concerns in that report, which I don't intend to go into, and we simply reiterate that a thorough review of the findings of our peer review is required by the township's consultants.
This is a map of concrete plants in the area, and the source is the Ready Mixed Concrete Association of Ontario. The circle is about 30 kilometers from ground zero. There are as many concrete plants west of us as there are east. The red lines are planned high-volume roads. The first, of course, is the highway between Guelph and KW. So my concerns are the same as the other residents. I think Mr. Krause provided a pretty sobering outline of it. I am worried about the environmental damage, especially risk of contamination of our drinking water. Wherever heavy equipment and trucks go, groundwater contamination is a high risk. The operation of the quarry may require dewatering, although the current comments are it doesn't look like it's required. It hasn't been ruled out. and they may possibly pump water out of our aquifer and put it into surface streams. I am in Rockwood Ridge and very close to the blast zone, so blast damage is a risk to my home. And I also fear the loss of value of my home from being so close to a large active quarry.
Reference to a Google Earth map showed me that we are located only about 1.5 kilometers as the crow flies from the proposed hidden quarry site. Consequently, we have great concern about the potential impact on property value by proximity to the site and damage to our home by vibrations resulting from rock blasting. Evaluations and studies conducted in other jurisdictions close to existing or proposed quarry or pit operations have shown a quantifiable negative impact on home and property values that is proportional to distance from the aggregate operation. Although this presentation deals mainly with the situation in our area of Rockwood, we recognize that there are properties located significantly closer to the proposed quarry, which would be affected much more. For example, residences quite close to the quarry, say within half a kilometer, could have valuation decreases on the order of 25% or more. And these values that I'm citing are from literature. There are 19 residences or structures within 440 meters, 0.44 kilometers, of the proposed operation. Such a disruptive activity should not be permitted to locate that close to established homes and businesses. At our location in Rockwood, the decrease in value could be on the order of just under 15%.
But the traffic through Rockwood wasn't supposed to be a risk. A fleet of gravel hauling trucks going through 3 school zones wasn't supposed to worry us. That was because JDCL sold us a different story in their folksy presentation on March 25th, 2013. Here are a few slides from it to help us remember what was said.
Of course, such a decrease in valuation would mainly be felt by us at the time of sale. However, assuming a devaluation of 15% and a linear relationship between taxes and valuation could also result in about a $600 decrease in property tax per year. There appear to be another 150 or so homes in the southeastern Rockwood Ridge area which are also located within this distance. As one goes further away, at up to a 2-kilometer distance, decreases may be just over 10%. Understandably, many of the municipal programs that contribute to Rockwood residents' quality of life and safety require relatively steady, long-term funding. Does Get Council have a strategy to address such a potential shortfall in tax revenue from homeowners in affected areas?
I have not doctored this slide in any way. Shipping direction to the east. And I've highlighted this with a great blue arrow. No shipping to the west. Not limited shipping to the west, or modest amounts of shipping to the west. No shipping to the west. And in this final slide, directly from their material, again I've highlighted with a blue arrow, will eliminate trucking in Rockwood. Okay, this isn't reduction of haulage or limited hauling, it's will eliminate. So at the council meeting on March 19th, Mr. Sweetnam presented to council the following statement about the CRC material. But you can see from our perspective how the presentation of this erroneous information can be misleading.
Mr. Sweetnam claims that, quote, "We know the benefits of this new business and creating new jobs in these economic times will make a large positive impact to both the local and the provincial economy," end of quote. Certainly a quarry operation will support jobs outside the immediate area, such as in the GTA. However, should a substantial number of Rockwood area homes sustain damage as a result of the blasting shockwaves, then the main area of job creation may well be in various aspects of the home and repair industry. Clearly, evaluation of this proposal should include all of the additional costs that may be incurred by homeowners as well as the municipality. taxpayers should not be expected to incur costs not of their making.
My experience is that the business plan will address issues such as how much will be set aside for contingencies for environmental remediation of spills or other contamination, reserves for blast damage to houses and roadways, and reserves for the accidents that the trucks will be involved in. These are known consequences of the industry. I would strongly urge Council to get clarification of the business plan that JBCL must have for this quarry and compare it to the sales pitch and ask what else will not be as advertised.
In summary, the potential negative impacts on traffic, hydrogeology, and the environment resulting from the operation of the proposed hidden quarry have been addressed by other delegations. Additionally, in view of the potential negative impacts on nearby homes in terms of property damage and valuation, we do not see how the quarry operation would benefit Get and Rockwood residents such as ourselves economically. We therefore request that the rezoning application for the hidden quarry site be denied or approval withheld until commitments to appropriate economic liability and compensation to homeowners and Get are made by the proponent.